from Hernando County Fair Patriots.
Also at 270 pounds from Pure Country 4-H Club, Ellis Wooten. Once again, while the judge contemplates, I'm going to bring your attention to the gentleman with the camera. That's Mr. Sam. Wave, Mr. Sam. Mr. Sam is our photographer for the entire show, and we'll talk more when the judge is done.
Put our hands together for these kiddos. Kind of a challenging class for myself, where nothing just jumps out there and grabs us on the drive as saying, here I am, I'm going to win today. But I think of that. I think if we go back to the basics, I think there's one out here that just combines everything else and does it just a little bit better than everybody else. Young man right here with the thin belted bear is going to lead off this class. That bear is the one that's the most functional on the side of his skeleton, one that offers his freshest top. Now I wish his hair and skin was as fresh as some of these coming in 2 and 3. But I think when we break them down for the hog, this one's the one that's got the correct angle there to his blade. We get him out in motion. He's the one that's most comfortable in his skeleton. And like I said, he's packing the freshest top. Young man coming here.
Class number 6, weighing from 290 to 310 pounds. At 290 pounds from Pure Country 4-H Club, Kylie Joyner. Also at 290 pounds from Brooksville Senior FFA, Faith Greaves. At an even 300 pounds from K9 Loyalty 4-H Club, Robert Albee III. At 305 pounds from Pure Country 4-H Club, Walker Scott II. At 310 pounds from Pure Country 4-H Club, Raven Perkins. At 310 From Pure Country 4-H Club, Julian Scott. Judge LeClaire, this is your class. In addition to the Livestock Committee members you see up here, there is a load of them working in the back, moving pigs and organizing. You've got Sky Estrada, Dana Quinus, and Brianna Stringer back there. Let's hear it for them as well.
Richie, stay over in the corner. Choking.
Thank you. This is our last class. One more. Really nice class here, and we got a pair of bearers that rise themselves to the top. And of that trio, I think there's one that wins with a pair for fun. The young man circle back bearer here. I mean, one that we definitely admire the look and the presence that this rascal offers us from the side. We get up on top of him. He is the most expressive and fresh, yet he's top in his appearance. One that's got a big, comfortable hind leg working, and he's really nice bear to lead off. Young man's Calico, when he brings him in, I thought we had a class winner until we come to the one that just beats him, and I don't think he loaded him on the trailer looking to be second in class today. I think when we compare them bearers together, I think the young man's bear will win. He gives us more look and presence out to the front. He's fresher. Like I said, this Calico bear is a big stout rascal with a big top in him. I'd like to shave a little extra finish off him, clean him up there in his front end, maybe even pick him up on his passer. That's a really good bear to go second though. I think as we're coming into three, it gets a little tighter which way you want to go. I'm going to use the young lady's partial belted gilt right here in the center of the ring. I think that one's a stout skull, stout featured gilt. Very comfortable when we ask her to get in motion on the drive here. Just kind of gives up some power and presence to the two bearers ahead of her. And four with a wide belted bearer coming on the far side's another one. Really bold, busted open there in the chest, really stout in his forearm. But when we get to the ground, we don't match what he's got upstairs. We need to get him on a stouter foot, make him more comfortable there off his passers as he comes away. Young lady with the Berkshire Pyrenees gilt here is coming next. one that's definitely got a big top working in her. Right here, when she comes at us, we need to true her up from reading the ground, get her comfortable off both ends of her skeleton. For me, young lady's black gilt, one that's definitely pulled open here in the blade, one that's got a big top working in her. Same sense, when we come to her, she wants to narrow and close up from chest to ground. Therefore, we got to get her standing on a stouter foot and get her more comfortable out here on the drive. Really nice class. Let's put our hands together for these kiddos.
How do you feel about today's finish, sir?
Good. My brother's gonna win. I'm gonna come in second.
Where are we going, down here?
Weston!
From class number 4 from Pure Country 4-H Club, Weston Joyner. From class number 5, from All Creatures Great and Small, Ethan Cates. From class number 6, representing Pure Country 4-H Club, Julian Scott. And from class number 7, from Brooksville Senior FFA, Ryan Strojewski. This is your grand champion class. Ladies and gentlemen, our belt buckle sponsors are both here. Standing back in the picture area are Dana and Nancy Hurst of Harold's Auto Center. Dana and Nancy, thank you for your support. And right up here is Mr. Billy Sellers from Hernando Citrus Farm Bureau. Hernando Citrus Farm Bureau. Thank you, belt buckle sponsors.
Young people, we can shut them down and let them relax, and I'll give a little words of wisdom or get real windy, one of the two, and I'll try not to take while I'm doing it. And just go ahead and let your white bear relax. Let's let them relax. They get talk. They wear out kind of like myself. And that being said, I think there's a lot of negativity around the world, and I focus on one thing and one individual, and I'm not a pro football fan, and I'm definitely not a Tom Brady fan. But there is one thing that man does he done it in Tampa, and he done it from where he was done before, is he wins Super Bowls, and he focuses on winning, young people. You know how much negativity follows that man every year, and he never listens to it. The only thing he listens to is to figure out how he can win another Super Bowl, and I think if you can come to Tampa Bay and win a Super Bowl, you must be pretty good, because like I said, I'm not a pro football fan, not Tom Brady, but if you can drop in and win a Super Bowl your first year, I think that's important. That being said, like I said, if you'll focus on your project and those people around you that help support you and get this project going, and focus on all the positives that this project is going to be, this is going to enable you to go on, and you're the type of people that I'm working with in the ring tonight that I want to see in Washington, D.C., because I think that's where you guys will make our biggest impact. You know to start your day early, and you know to finish your job, and I think that's what it takes. That being said, it's been a great group of hogs to work through. I usually have a better poker face than I do, but I think around ringside you could probably start laying some bets on two directions that I'm going to go. And that being said, I think the one individual that wins tonight kind of does it with the most freshness. And then the one that comes in reserve, I think, does it just kind of the same package, maybe not as fresh in appearance. We'll bring the second end of the one once I select your grand champion and reevaluate them. But like I said, I think there's two of them that if you were betting, you could circle them. Young man, your circle back, Barrett, right here. I think that Barrett, like I said, when we walk in the ring, That dude's elevated there and he's front. He's comfortable in the skeleton when we get him set in motion. You want to talk about a big fresh top rolled in one? He's got it. Show bear hair and skin. Great job, young man. That's a good barrel. We'll bring in second to him and reevaluate him.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 2021 Swine Grand Champion, Julian Scott. Returning from the same class, this is Walker Scott II. Walker Scott was second place in the Grand Champion class. This is your reserve Grand Champion class, sir.
And we drive that barrel in and we talk him like the young man didn't and load him and expect to be second in class. And like I also talked, you know, I think this barrel's pushing the limits on maybe just pushing a little too much more finish there for me. Maybe like to stout him up there in his pass turns. I think there's one more that's just shoulder appearing, and he was early on in the night. I like the look and design that this rascal's got. Stoutness of feet. I think if we freshen his top, I think he rivals the Grand Champion. Young man with white barrel, you're reserved.
Laura Paris. Raven Birkin. And Kimberly Flores. And this is Heat 2 of Intermediates.